Okay, so when we look at the fretboard, let's say we've got our fretboard here, and here's where the fret nut is, and we've got the C box right here. Okay, this is pretty much puts things in the key of C, where the F now would be the Lydian fourth. So it would still work pentatonically, but it's not going to work diatonically. It works pentatonically, it works tritonically, right? If it works pentatonically, it works tritonically, but it's not going to work diatonically when you add the fourth and the seventh, okay, unless you play the right shape. Why? Well, we said that before. Why? Why? We look at the E shape here, and this is the 1, 4, 5 of the E box. Okay, so 1 would be E shaped, 2 would be A shaped, root 4, 6, and the fifth would be C shaped, 2, 5, 7, 2, 5, 7. Okay, regardless of whether that's really the E box on your guitar, you could still use this E structure for any key, any of all 12 keys. Any. Just, it's like the fretboard conveyor, you know, where if I could just magically lift these numbers off of here and move them over, I can move them anywhere on the fretboard. I'm not following. I can see I'm not following the it's hard to do, but I'm not following anything. It's backwards, you know. Like when I was a kid, I had a telescope and I saw a jet in the sky, so I put the scope on and it went the other way. I moved the telescope the wrong way. I saw a teeny little half a second of that beautiful jet. But anyway, so you got to think backwards sometimes, and that's perfect for the guitar, right? What are we doing? I'm trying to teach you that when you want to use a diatonic scale as a lead, I'm going to do a lead, I'm going to do a diatonic scale now. So instead of going like this, I'm going to go then you have to play the diatonic scale of the root of the song. Okay? So wherever that may be. Now in the key of C, you'd have to play the diatonic scale in the C box. And then you'd have to play the diatonic scale of the A box of the A shaped C. And then you know what I'm saying? So and then the diatonic scale of the G shaped C. Now the G shape, it's written right here. I've got it. So here's our G box. The normal pentatonic scale, this is G shaped C now. The normal pentatonic scale is just 6, root, 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root. It looks like it follows a G chord. Matter of fact, it does exactly follow a G chord. Okay, but the diatonic is a big old S5L. What's the S5L? Right here, this 7L monster pattern here. 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sandwich, 7 root, 2 to the left, 3, 4, 5 to the left in the C shape. It's an S5L, and use it anytime you want to play a G shape. So here we go. I'm going to play from the 6. Again, I'm going to outline the shape with pentatonic. And then the diatonic is going to be with the long pattern there, S5L. and the top of it is just a G shape. Let's do that. What do we got here? So, on this G-shaped diatonic, or this A-shaped diatonic, gigantic diatonic, it's going to be S4L. It's going to be an S4L sandwich. Okay, in the C shape, it's just going to be what we got over here with C shape, an S2L and S3L, and a C shape on top. These C-shaped diatonic, A-shaped diatonic, G-shaped diatonic, E-shaped gigantic, E-shaped diatonic, these you can play over any of the modals that you want to play. So in C, it's like you could go an A minor here and just play that diatonic. How that doesn't sound bad? But if you're going to play the pentatonics over those modals, they have to be the pentatonics, one pentatonic scale letter in the caged, in a pentatonic scale, C, D, E, G, A, up. So the A minor shape, you play the pentatonic scale of one up from A is C. Then to E minor. One up from E is G. One up from D is E. We're going to play that E shape off of the F now. It's going to be an E-shaped F pentatonic. That's shape fitting. That's shape fitting. It's relative. The relative major of the D minor shape is the E major shape, but the relative major of the D minor chord is the F major chord. So we play an F major pentatonic there. So you see how that sounds pretty good, and you play the right pentatonic over the minors. And of course, if you're going to play a tritonic, you would play, obviously if that's a C, you would play the C pentatonic, because it fits exactly into that. Okay, I just had to take a break there to check my dinner. Just some vegetables I'm cooking in the oven together. I'm a little worried about it. So that's how it works in general, and we could do it in any other cage. It's going to be the same thing. So we'll do that in a minute after the segment break. So let's say we could use the A shape, the A cage, the same thing. Effects. Here's your modals in the A shape now. These shapes are going to be different shapes. See, we can get in trouble because some of them are hard to play.